Hey guys, it's Gwen, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing little books to read this summer. So this summer is the summer of 2026, and I have a lot of exciting books that I have planned to read this summer. So I thought it would be fun to do a little video to show you guys. So yeah, these are just like 11 or so of the books that I'm excited to read. I got these all from the library, so you could definitely go to your local library and pick up these books. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first book I have is a book I've already read. It's The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. It's about Rachel, who takes the same commuter train every morning. Each day it rattles on the track and stops at the signal that allows her to watch the same couple breakfasting on their deck. She feels like she knows them, Jess and Jason, she calls them. Their life, as she sees it, is perfect, not unlike the life she recently lost. And then she sees something shocking. It's only a minute until the train moves on, but it's enough. Unable to keep it to herself, Rachel offers what she knows to the police. Has she done more harm than good? There's actually a movie that came out on this book starring Emily Blunt, and it's really good, so I would definitely recommend watching it. It's on Netflix, so if you have that, you could easily watch it. It's like a murder mystery kind of book. Like, there is a thing between like Rachel, her ex-husband Tom, and his new wife Anna, as well as the murder of a woman named Megan Hipwell, and there's a mystery surrounding her and her husband Scott Hipwell, as well as another character named Kamal Abdick. So there's also that. And it's actually a really interesting murder mystery, so I would definitely recommend reading it. And there's a plot twist that you never would have expected. The next book I also already read. It's The Lion Game by Sarah Shepard. It's about two twins named Sutton and Emma who were separated at birth. I'm just going to read the synopsis really quick. I may not remember much, but I know I led a charmed life. Even in death, I'm getting something no one else does, an encore performance, thanks to Emma, the long-lost twin sister I never got to meet. Now, in order to figure out what happened to me, Emma needs to become me. But can she laugh at inside jokes with my best friends, convince my boyfriend she's the girl he fell in love with, hug my parents goodnight like she's their daughter, and can she keep up the charade even after she realizes my murderer is watching her ever move? Let the Lion Games begin. So there's actually a huge difference between the book and the TV show, which is the TV show The Lion Game is also on Netflix, so you could also watch it if you wanted to. That Sutton is still alive in the series, but she's not in the books. And the whole mystery in the books is like trying to find out who killed her. And the mystery in the show is trying to find out who killed the characters Derek Rogers and Teresa Lopez. So it's a different story, but it's also a murder mystery as well. And the lead actress for The Lion Game is Alexandra Chondo, and I think she does a great job portraying the two twin characters. So yeah, that's The Lion Game by Sarah Shepard. The next book I have, I'm currently in the process of reading, and it's One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. I was rewatching my old books to read this summer video from 2024, and I mentioned in that video that I read expiration dates. So this is my second book by Rebecca Searle, so I'm really excited to get into it. So the synopsis says, when Katie's mother dies, she's left reeling. Carol wasn't just Katie's mom, but her best friend and first phone call. Even Katie's husband can't seem to get through to her. She is lost without her anchor. Her mother was her true north. To make matters worse, the mother-daughter trip of a lifetime looms. Going to Positiano, following the very same route Carol did as a young woman. Katie has been waiting years for Carol to take her, and now suddenly she is faced with embarking on the adventure alone. But as soon as she steps foot on the beautiful Amalfi Coast, buoyed by the stunning cliffsides, delectable food, and charming hotel staff, Katie begins to feel her mother's spirit. And then Carol appears for real, in the flesh, healthy and suntanned and 30 years old. Katie doesn't understand what is happening or how. But over the course of her time in Italy, Katie gets to know Carol in this new form, and soon she must reconcile the mother who knew everything with the young woman who does not yet have a clue. One Italian Summer is Rebecca Searle's next great love story, a transcendent novel about how we move on after loss and how the people we love never truly leave us. So that was One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. I'm currently on page 100, and I'm excited to read more of this book. The next book I have for you guys is That Summer by Jennifer Weiner. It's about Daisy Shoemaker. Daisy Shoemaker can't sleep. With a thriving cooking business, full schedule of volunteer work, and a beautiful home in the Philadelphia suburbs, she should be content. But her teenage daughter is rebelling, her husband can be distant, her work can feel trivial, and she's lost the only real friend she's ever had. Still, Daisy knows she's got it good. So why is she up all night? As Daisy starts receiving misdirected emails meant for a woman named Diana Starling, whose address is just one punctuation mark off, she imagines a more glamorous single lady life, miles away from her own. While Daisy's driving carpools, Diana is traveling the world. While Daisy's making dinner, Diana's making plans to reorganize corporations. An apology leads to an invitation, and the two women meet and become friends. But as they get closer, we learn that their connection was not completely accidental. Who is Diana, and what does she want with Daisy? From the manicured mainland of Philadelphia to the wild beaches of the Outer Cape, Jennifer Weiner's vibrant, wit, and brilliant observations bring to life the story of two strangers that find they can only move forward with their lives by confronting their shared past. So that was That Summer by Jennifer Weiner, and I'm really excited to read that book because it's a super summary book as well, and that's kind of the theme of this video, books to read in the summer. The next book I have for you guys is The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. It's about The Glass Castle is a remarkable memoir of resilience and redemption, and a revelatory look into a family at once deeply dysfunctional and uniquely brilliant. Once sober, Jeanette's brilliant and charismatic father captured his children's imagination, teaching them physics, geology, and how to embrace life fearlessly. But when he drank, he was dishonest and destructive. Her mother was a free spirit who abhorred the idea of domesticity and didn't want the responsibility of raising a family. The Walsh children learned to take care of themselves. They fed, clothed, and protected one another, and eventually found their way to New York. Their parents followed them, choosing to be homeless even as their children prospered. The Glass Castle is truly astonishing, a memoir permeated by the intense love of a peculiar but loyal family. That was The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. I'm also really excited to read this book because it's a memoir, and I don't really read many memoirs. Okay, the next book I have for you guys is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. It's about Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman is handsome, well-educated, and intelligent. He works by day on Wall Street, earning a fortune to complement the one he was born with. His nights he spends in ways we cannot even begin to fathom. He is 26 years old and living his own American dream. There's also a movie that goes with this. It's pretty popular. You've probably heard of it before. It stars Christian Slater as Patrick Bateman, so I definitely want to watch that in the future as well. And I'm also really excited to read the book for American Psycho. The next book I have for you guys is Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. It's first published in 1952 and immediately hailed as a masterpiece. Invisible Man is one of those rare novels that have changed the shape of American literature. For not only does Ralph Ellison's nightmare journey across the racial divide tell unparalleled truth about the nature of bigotry and its effects on the minds of both victims and perpetrators, it gives us an entirely new model of what a novel can be. As he journeys from the deep south to the streets and basements of Harlem, from a horrifying battle royal where black men are reduced to fighting animals, to a communist rally where they are elevated to the status of trophies, Ralph Ellison's nameless protagonist ushers readers into a parallel universe that throws our own into harsh and even hilarious relief. Suspenseful and sardonic, narrated in a voice that takes in the symphonic range of the American language, black and white, Invisible Man is one of the most audacious and dazzling novels of our time. So that was Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison, and I'm really excited to read that as well. The last book that I have for you guys is The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd. It's set in South Carolina in 1964. The Secret Life of Bees tells the story of Lily Owens, whose life has been shaped around the blurred memory of the afternoon her mother was killed. When Lily's fierce-hearted black stand-in mother, Rosaline, insults two of the deepest racists in town, Lily decides to bring them both free. They escape to Tiburon, South Carolina, a town that holds a secret to her mother's past. Taken in by an eccentric trio of black beekeeping sisters, Lily is introduced to the mesmerizing world of bees and honey and the Black Madonna. This is a remarkable novel about divine female power, a story that women will share and pass on to their daughters for years to come. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what books you're planning to read this summer and if you're going to read any of the books I recommended. Anyways, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Also, comment down below what video ideas you have for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!